everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Ravens are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Saints defense that needs to be ready for that.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken at his 4, and he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
After the interception, here's Lynch. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Time running out here on the play clock. They snap it at 1. Now it's Lynch. And this is brought in by Pryor. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Now 3rd down and goal from the 1. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. sixth touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been. But it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
They run the counter now on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Lynch. That is caught. It's Perriman. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
From the gun, it's Lynch. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there, yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back, no bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Come on, let's go.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Lynch with it on 3rd and goal. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get the 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Let's go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
He'll look to throw. He finds Coleman. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort, so maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All right, here we go.
Lynch looking to throw on second. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Here we go now. Blue line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now it's Lynch. And it's complete. Hooper. 23 yards on the play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Lynch. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
On second down, here's Lynch. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, good move. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
All right, here we go.
Lynch here off the bootleg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And he gets it to Funchess complete. A big gain of 31 on third down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Let's go.
And the wideout in motion. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Forced out to his left. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Leopard! Leopard! Let me go now! Blue 90! Blue 90! Back 99 Philly! Here we go!
Now a handoff looking right. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Play clock winding down. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Ravens send their punter out now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll drop to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Leopard! 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 Leopard!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And coming in, a man who had great success in college at UCLA, Brett Hundley. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He can't bring him down. And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. Pryor has it complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Ravens send their punter out now. Standing just outside his own goal line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And now here's a carry heading left. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. So the offense now dealing with a second and 7.
Lucky 56. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Ravens on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Lynch to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now a handoff as they run left side. That good for 19 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To throw on second down. Lynch. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is down to 4. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion. The gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Collier. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39!
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down following the run. Defense showing blitz. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Now, Jack, Patriot. All right, now, look at 56.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Over.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here we go. Lynch on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seat. Right before that final whistle.
Yeah. Young Gerald.